friends, Debbie here with Debbie Gets Crafty, and today we're going to do a cook with me, but with a twist. Today, it is my wonderful husband, Todd, who is making his delicious homemade spaghetti sauce from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and have Todd come in, and we'll talk about the recipe, we'll talk about what ingredients he's putting in, and we'll get started. Come on in, hon.
Hi guys, I'm going to start off with, the first thing I do is I put a whole onion in the pot. As Debbie's told you in the past, she's not a big fan of onions. This gives us the flavor without having onions all through the sauce. So I put a whole onion in there. Plus I get to eat the whole onion after the sauce is done, so that's an extra added bonus. Then I've got about a half a small head of garlic that's going into the pot. With me just 1 second.
That's fine, honey. You're doing great. Any good cook uses his impeccably clean hands as an extra tool.
Then I've got a pound of ground beef and a pound of Italian sausage going into the pot. It's already been cooked and the grease has been drained because we don't want a whole bunch of grease in our sauce.
That's one thing I have to say, friends, that when Todd makes his sauce, you know, sometimes, like when my mom used to make sauce or when his mom used to make sauce, there was always that light layer of grease on the top of it that they always had to skim off. Todd does not ever have that problem with that. And, hon, what are the reasons why? Because
I cook the meat ahead of time and get the grease off of the meat before I put it into my sauce.
And you use really good meat as well.
We always use good meat as well, yes, of
Very
course.
Low fat.
Right. Try to get 90 to 96%.
Correct.
So next we're going to put in some basil. I like to put in about 2 or 3 tablespoons. You'll notice there's quite a bit in there. I love basil. It sweetens the sauce up really nicely.
It really does.
And then we put our oregano in there. That we try to go around 2 tablespoons as well. We're going to put in a little salt. Not too much. Some grinds of black pepper.
Freshly ground, my friends.
And then a couple tablespoons of sugar because it sweetens up, cuts the acid in the tomatoes. Now we're going to go in with a contadina tomato paste. Always need to put a can of tomato paste to thicken the sauce up right from the start. It's going to thicken up towards the end anyway because it's going to simmer all day long. But this just gets it started and gives it some nice flavor.
Very good. And it makes it quite a big pot of sauce too. But if you notice, he's using just a small can because that's all it takes to help thicken up that sauce. It's really delicious. There we go. Awesome. Gotta get every morsel out for sure. Listen, you're paying for it. With the price of food these days, make use out of it. Every bit.
Okay. We're going to go with 2 cans of tomato sauce.
And we usually get whatever sauce is on sale. He does have his favorites that he likes to get, but if there's another brand that's on sale, he'll pick that up. So 2 cans of sauce, honey?
2 cans of sauce.
Okay.
I usually do 1 can of tomato, crushed tomatoes and 1 can of tomato puree, but this time the crushed, I have fire roasted crushed tomatoes just look good, so I've got 2 cans of fire roasted crushed tomatoes going in there.
Yum-mo. And friends, the thing is, once he puts this on the stove, it doesn't take barely any time at all for you to really get to enjoy the scent of the sauce cooking. And we get to enjoy that scent all day long. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So now he took a little bit of water into one of the cans and he's just stirring it around just to loosen up anything that's on the side of the cans, because listen, like I said, you want to use everything. And then what he does is he's pouring from the first can into the second can and cleaning that. And then he will go ahead and stir that up. He's pouring it into the third can, because you want to make use of everything. Into the fourth can. Give it a good stir. And there's so much sauce that a whole can of water is good. It's good to put in there.
That's always the last thing I add, is a can of water to start it off. It's going to cook off throughout the day anyway, because it's just going to sit on the stove and cook all day long.
Exactly. Let me give it a nice stir.
And then you'll notice I put all the spices and things on the bottom, because I feel like it stirs in better when I stir it from the bottom up into the sauce.
I think that's a great idea.
Well, here we go, and now I'm just going to put it on the stove and let it cook.
Okay, so friends,
Sit there and simmer all day.
You're going to hold on for me for just a second here. Let me just grab the camera. Sorry about moving you folks, but we're going to follow this all the way through. All right, honey. Here we are at our stove.
Get it started on about 3, and then once it starts to really simmer, I'll turn it down to 1 and just let it simmer on the stove all day long. Let all those flavors go together.
Good. Like I said, friends, it's not going to take very long at all for the house to really become immersed in that lovely,
Can is always a spoon rest.
Scent. And the can is always a spoon rest. That's right. All right, friends. So we'll check in a little while, see how the progress is going. And until then, see you soon. Okay, guys. Here we are. We're going to give our sauce a stir. It's been cooking for quite a while. Sorry about Spoto in the background. He's having a fit. See how nice and thick it's coming along? There's the onion. Looking good. There we go, friends. See you shortly. Here we go, folks. Just giving this a nice little stir. Look at how nice and thick that's coming out.
The onion's getting nice and
soft
and ready for me to eat too.
I bet you can't wait to have that onion.
Nope.
Excellent. All right, friends. Hi, friends. We're back. It's dinner time, and here we have our beautiful homemade spaghetti sauce with some, what type of pasta is this, honey?
Rigatoni.
A rigatoni pasta. It goes great with any pasta, trust me. We have some warm bread as well. And, hun, you never did tell us about where this recipe came from.
It started from my mother, and then I've tweaked it over the years to make it my own.
It is delicious, my friends. And so here is the finished product. It was very easy to put together. If you've never made spaghetti sauce before, please, friends, give it a try, because it really is easier than you think. And, you know, I hope that if you do, you'll comment in the comment section below and let us know if you tried it and how you liked it. Make it your own. If you don't want to do that, if you want to do a supermarket shortcut, take your favorite sauce and doctor it up like I do with baked beans. I take a cheap can of baked beans and I doctor it up and make it into my own special dish. And you can do the same as well. And just give it a shot. You'll love it. And I want to thank you, honey, for, you know, making this delicious dinner. You are a fabulous cook. And I always look forward to when we have your homemade spaghetti sauce. And I want to thank you all for joining in today and watching us make this spaghetti sauce. And please, friends, if you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. We love to put these videos out. We will do some more cooking videos. And of course, we get crafty as well. And we work on diamond painting and all kinds of different things. Please take care of yourselves. You know, watch out for your friends, family, neighbors. loved ones. Be the voice for all of those animals who don't have one. Comment below where you're from, what your favorite dish is, and do you like to cook? And also hit that like button. Please hit that like button because that helps me out. I'm a tiny little crafty fish in this great big crafty pond, and so your support means everything to me. And from my husband Todd and myself, honey, would you like to say anything else?
Oh, thanks for watching, and I hope you try the recipe, and I hope you enjoy it.
And there you have it, friends. From our home to yours, from our kitchen to yours, and from our hearts to you. Thank you so much for joining in. God bless. Take care. Bon appetit. Goodbye now.